Hello, everyone. I'm Obi Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook. So, hello again, everyone. Hello, Daniel. Hi, Neshama. Hello, Mom and Dad. Hello, Tia, Kanun. Also on YouTube, hello, Lisa, Hakuzo, and Kiki. And everyone watching on Facebook. As you guys know, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I cannot see your comment right now, but I always go back and reply, as many of you already know. So, have you guys been doing your homework? Okay, reminder, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's pretty much the first steps of meditation. As we know, meditation is a wonderful tool and we can use it in our daily lives. A great way to practice is to have that balance of relaxation and awareness in everything you do. Because for sure, you already have awareness in what you're doing, because if you're not aware of what you're doing, you're going to mess up. It's not going to work the way you think. So we already had that focus, but let's add that relaxation. That way we can start having that balance. And you'll start to see, I can be content and enjoy everything in life. Because you don't wait for the future to live your life. We live now. Every single moment of the day, everything we do, whether it be cleaning our room, washing the dishes, taking out the trash, that's us living. So I'm not saying that you're going to take out the trash and be, wonderful. No, but at least enjoy that, I'm able to take this outside so that it doesn't bother us anymore. I'm bringing some goodness into us and making sure everyone's healthy and happy. So that way we can bring that happiness, that contentment into our daily lives. I see more people have come in. Hello, Pat. Hello, Bay. Hi, Jude. Hello, Charles. Thanks for joining in. Also on Facebook, hello, Julie and Guinyan. Thanks for joining in. And I see Cece. I see Sue now joining on YouTube also. So as always, for Mondays and Wednesdays, I let you guys decide how much instruction would you guys like. And now there are 4 levels. Level 1, like you're brand new to meditation, you need every step. And this is because you're brand new. Or level 2, you like a lot of instruction. So you kind of know what you're doing, but you like to hear me speak more. Level 3, moderate. So a little bit of everything, but not too long. At the same time, a little bit more silence. And then level 4, long silence, as in you know what you're doing and you just want to enjoy going in deeper and deeper. And of course, Fridays are always level 4. So if you're ever looking for level 4, Fridays are always level 4. So far, I saw a 4, a lot of 3s, some 2s. Okay, waiting in for more votes. Let's see. Hello again, Kaleem. Thanks for joining in. Okay. Oh, what was that? Sorry, Daniel, do one more time. A 3. Okay, so we got more 3s. Oh, now 4. Okay. Right now 3s are still winning at the moment. Okay. Well, like I said, now it's not necessarily levels of difficulty, okay? This is more how much you want to hear me speak. Because when we meditate, it really doesn't matter if you're brand new or you've been meditating for years. Because the point is practicing and allowing us to go in deeper and deeper. Okay, looks like. Hello, Disha. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, looks like today level 3. 3 is at 1 again. So today will be a moderate style. So the good thing is, like I told you guys, whether you're brand new to meditation or you've been meditating for years, take your time, take it easy, enjoy, not endure. So, if everyone's ready, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you're ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And allow the relaxation to just flow throughout your entire body. From the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. There's no need to rush. Take your time. When we meditate together, feel as though we have all the time in the world. We don't need to rush. We don't need to force. We get this opportunity to enjoy this little bit of time together, to relax your body and relax your mind. When practicing, it's important to take your time. I can tell you from my years of practice, the more we try too hard, try to force, try to see our object, try to reach inner peace, the more you try, the more effort you put in, it actually holds us back. Which sounds quite funny, because since we were young, we've always learned to put in the effort, work hard. That's how we achieve our goal. But that's for the real world, outside of meditation. When it's meditation, it's the opposite. We have to learn how to stop, how to slow down, learning to not do anything. It sounds very lazy. In a way it is, but in a good way. By not doing anything, it allows our mind to really clear itself, to take a break, which is very much needed. And as our mind gets that much needed break, it feels refreshed, recharged, rejuvenated, ready to tackle any problem or obstacle ahead. But those who don't meditate they tend to drain their energy, especially if they don't have a way to help themselves calm down. As meditation has many forms, there are many things you can do to gain that meditative state, or at least start to clear your mind. For example, back in the day, hobbies. Hobbies were ways to help you calm your mind, to feel at ease, and enjoy the moment. Even sports used to be that way. Nowadays, it's a little bit too competitive to be calming. So as you can see, even for those who don't formally sit and meditate, they had their own ways, especially for those hundreds of years ago. Nowadays, a lot of those things that were meditative are now causing unintentional stress because of competitiveness, trying to be perfect, trying to be in control. But as we practice meditation, you start to understand yourself and how to deal with life much more, realizing not to try to control everything. Many things are out of our control, but instead allowing yourself to adjust. When we have that feeling that we need to control, we feel frustrated when it doesn't go our way. But if you're always open to adjustment, you're enjoying life. You're enjoying and able to adjust the situation, even if it isn't very favorable. You're able to get through just fine and get back up much easier. So let us practice learning to slow down, take a break, not try to make something happen. Instead, we just sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Like we're in the movie theater. We don't have to get up on stage and start acting, or try to direct the actors. We just sit back, enjoy the show. And yes, sometimes it might not be a show you are interested in. It's okay. Continue to watch. Some days in meditation, it can feel quite wonderful. Some days, it might be just nothing. And some days, it can feel quite challenging. But allow yourself to experience. They are all great experiences, helping you to understand yourself more deeper, and then learning how to adjust to each situation. For example, if you find yourself thinking a lot, thinking about this, thinking about that, I recommend a mantra. It's a tool to help us release and relax. I tend to favor the mantra because it's my personal tool, the tool that I personally like to use. And the mantra is a word, a phrase, or a sound. Whatever works for you is fine. Some of you might not like the sound, but rather an object to visualize. That is fine also. Another wonderful tool. Some of us use both, and that's fine also. While at the same time, some of us don't use either. Simply centering your mind or having your mind stay still. Everyone's different. Allow yourself to adjust to what works for you. And as your mind starts to calm down, begins to slow down, quiet down, we start to gain clarity. Our mind feels very light and gentle. There might even be brightness or a light. But allow yourself to experience. Seeing is not the goal. It is a bonus. Many meditators misunderstand, thinking that because they can see something, they feel good in meditation. But actually, it's because you feel good that you start to see. The seeing is a bonus. Allow it to happen if it does. And if you don't see anything, no worries. Enjoy the feeling. Because right now, we're practicing. Relax your body, relax your mind. Allow yourself this mini vacation. And now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces. Filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world. And now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know. To all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, or world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sabbe Buddha Parapata Bacheka Nanchayang Bhavam Arahanta Nanchate Chenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapabuddha Nupavena Sapatama Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. And now very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. Now that we've just come back, notice how you feel right now. We like to call it considering, taking a moment to check and see how you feel. In fact, it's part of the 4 C's, the ways to help you improve your meditation, which are to have comfort, consciousness, consistency, and then consider. Comfort and conscious should sound familiar. The first 2 steps of meditation, relaxation and awareness. But we need those 2 things consistently. And then when we finish, or as we observe ourselves, consider, noticing what worked, what didn't work. Because every session we have, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions. The sessions that are challenging, it's also okay. Then we can see what are our obstacles and how we can start to adjust to it. The days that are very good, do your best to do it again. But again, always take your time, not to force it. And of course, as you guys know, while my master says there are 4 C's, I add a 5th one. Though it's not a C word, it's a C emoji. A smile. So add this in there. Practice these 4 or 5 C's together. This way, you can have peace and happiness. Also, this is the recipe for success. Anything you want to improve on, I guarantee this will help you improve. Having comfort in what you're doing, being conscious of what you're doing, and then practicing that consistently. And then when you're able to take a step back and look, consider, see what you can do to improve, to get better. So this is why I absolutely dare to say this is the recipe for success in anything you do. But right now the wording is meant for meditation. But you can indeed use it in everything. So I hope you all practice that and keep up your practice in meditation too. So now, as always, I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions or comments. As I see a few questions already on YouTube. Let's see here. First, Hakuzo had a funny one. He's like, what's level 10 meditation then? Very funny. It would be meditate on your own for 2 hours. Well, anyways. Okay, now to the real one. Oh, hello, Nokoyao. Jalan Pan. So Hakuzo says, is there any numerology beliefs tied into Buddhism? I wouldn't say there is, but one number that does tend to come up a lot is 3. It might also be the culture of back then. For example, whenever we bow 3 times. Whenever we say our chant, we tend to chant it 3 times. When we say Satu, which is like Amen for Buddhism, we tend to say it 3 times. Why is that? It's kind of like in that culture back then, they would believe that if you say it once, you don't really mean it. But if you say 3 times, it's like you've emphasized you really mean it. So my joke is like if a husband told his wife, "Oh, honey, I love you," he's like, "Yeah, whatever." They're not gonna believe you. You have to say it 3 times. So this is just partly it's the culture from back then. They like to say it in 3s. Though in Buddhism itself, we don't necessarily have numerology, but that's a whole different subject on its own. Okay, another question. Huggins was also asking, do you think there's any country that doesn't know about Buddhism? Oh yeah. As small as the world is now becoming because of the internet, there are still places in the world and some countries that don't have it or have limited access. So for example, they might have internet, but nobody has a device to use it. So, something like that. So there are places where they really don't know. Oh, there's such thing as this thing, or they see it in a movie and go, oh, I thought that was just some character they made up. Yeah, it's just like how understand that everyone's knowledge is up to what they've experienced. So of course, there are people who have never experienced Buddhism. They've never known that there was such a thing. And yeah, there are countries like that too. Okay, thank you for your question. Anyone on Zoom have any questions? Feel free to turn on your mic if you'd like. Also, for those on Facebook, you can type into the comments. If I don't see it right now, I will go back and reply as always. Okay. No questions yet? Okay. Well, this is a question that someone asked me on Facebook last week, and I already replied to them. But he was asking that as a monk, how do you deal with like so much technology and media like just kind of bombarding you all the time, especially as a monk when you're trying to practice? I believe he was also a practicing monk. And one thing is with technology, knowing me, I'm the high-tech monk. At least in general, we kind of see it that I always have technology around me. I have literally 6 or 7 devices in front of me. But anyways, the technology is a tool. If every tool can have a good side or a bad side. For example, a knife. A knife in a killer's hand is a deadly weapon. A knife in a chef's hand is a tool to make delicious food. So you see, a tool is up to how you use it. It can be used in a good way, or it can be used in a bad way. As you can see right now, we're using this to spread peace, to share meditation, and bring people's peace back, to practice this together. While at the same time, yeah, some media can pull us in a different direction, right? So that's why it's up to us how we use it. So for me, I used to be addicted a little bit. I would always be on my phone with it all the time. Now I've gotten better. I've been able to be more mindful of it. First thing I had to do was use a device that could close so I couldn't see it. That was for me. I knew I needed that. After that, I learned to be able to look at the time and go, okay, at this time, it's time for me to rest. I need to get away from it. And it's this time, okay, I'll check my messages, see what's going on. Luckily, many of you who have messaged me happened to be at the time I was using it, so so that's the thing. I'm always happy to connect with you all. Send messages anytime. It's just whenever I'm on my time for a break, understand I'm on a break. But usually, I tend to get to you pretty quickly. Okay. Oh, so Lisa's asking, what is the meaning of salt in the 4 corners of Buddhism? Wait. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I know I've used the analogy of salt as like the sin or badness that we do, like salt and water. They don't really, well, they mix, but um, the flavor of the water is like the outcome. How much water we have is like the pure goodness that we have. Although 4 corners of Buddhism, I'm not sure what you're talking about here, but you can reiterate and I can go find out for you. All right, hello Jade. Jade's asking, are monks limited to the amount of possessions they may have? Ah, okay. So we don't necessarily have a limit, but there is a set amount that we must have. For example, our robes, we must have 2 sets of robes. We must have some kind of a towel for when we're cleaning. We have to have an alms bowl, a what's it called? A water filtration device. Believe it or not, that's one thing that that's important. There are a few other things I'm trying to remember. Oh, a razor, a blade, of course, and also a mini sewing kit or simply a needle and thread. That way you can sew up your robe. So these are the things that are a must-have for monks. Everything after that is extra. It's used for a tool. Like for example, my technology is used to show you guys. I have a computer, I have a monitor, my keyboard, the mouse. Yeah, that's the stuff I use for my work to help and share. The phone, a way to communicate with you all. Usually that way. It's more so how we use it, and a lot of things that I'm using, for example, the lights, some of these things, even my green screen, it's the temple's equipment. So it's shared. Even though I'm kind of the only one doing online stuff, but it is indeed shared. So we tend to have possessions that are shared and possessions that are our own. But in general, we're usually pretty open to sharing everything. For me, I usually tend not to share my equipment, just because when you start to share equipment, it breaks quicker, and then we have to buy more. So sometimes, like for myself, my microphone, my laptop, that one I keep as my personal thing. Only I touch it, just because I know if I'm the only one touching it, I'm not going to break it. But if someone else is messing with it, it stuff happens, and then it becomes expensive. That has happened to me already. I let my friend borrow my headphones. Somehow it broke within a week. I'm like, what did you do? I said, I don't know, it broke on its own. How does it break on its own? But yeah, it happens. So yeah. So that's how I am, at least. When it comes to important things that I use for my work to share with you guys, I do my best to keep it for myself, just for safety. Okay, thank you for your question. Oh, let's see. Lisa's asking, I think it means the purity of the home, but was not sure. I'm gonna have to go look into that. I'm not sure about that one. Thank you, though, Lisa. Because I haven't heard about that, at least. Oh, Kalim's asking a question. Okay. Did you sound body use your brain, remember, focus, meditation together? Yes, of course. When we meditate, I like the sound of, for example, my mantra. That's my sound. The sound that how I say it to you guys is how I say it in my mind. I envision the sound like a sound of a bell reverberating out. That's why I sound that way. So that's how I use the mantra. It's a way that helps me focus and also relax, release. And like I've shared with you guys before, the mantra and the object are your personal tools. Use whatever works for you. All right. Thank you for your questions. Okay. Then, if no other questions, again, a little reminder, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here for late night meditation. Saturdays, I'll here for inner peace time. And coming up very soon is our new moon meditation. So it'll be next Wednesday. So same time as late night as usual. It's our gratitude night. We're bringing light to the darkest night. And it's a way of sharing loving kindness to all of our deceased relatives. As you know, if you want to add your loved one into the digital altar, please do send me a picture. I'll always add it in, and they'll be there every month. And of course, the next full moon will be May 23rd. So at least that you guys know ahead of time. That way you guys can join in whenever you'd like. And of course, you can always send me a message if you ever need to find out or want to know more information. So, before we go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. And, thank you, Nishirama. Oh, actually, I have one more thing before I go. I'm wondering, would you guys like a longer session? Have one day for a longer session? Like instead of ending right here at 11 p.m. Eastern, to make it like 11:30. But this is like for maybe one day, like, or just have another day in general, just to have a longer session. Just wondering if you're interested. If so, send me an email, send me a message. We'll try to figure out a day we can do it. Because one thing I'm thinking is, since Friday is always level 4 anyway, I'm thinking why not we just extend the time a bit. That's one idea. Another one is maybe we'll choose a time, maybe Saturday night or Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to find a day or a time that might work for us. That way we can have another session where we can just come in and enjoy the session together, a longer session, because it'll be nice for you guys to get to try it out. At the same time, it'll be really nice for me to recharge. So yeah, let me know, and then we'll try to figure something out. It's been in the process for a while, just like New Moon. Been just thinking about it, trying to see how to make it work. But overall, I know that if you ever get the chance to meditate long, For example, be able to sit for an hour, hour and a half, just to try it out. You'll feel that difference. Because sometimes our sessions, it ends right when it starts to feel good, and you're like, oh, it ended. And for those who feel that, please just mute the screen and keep meditating. You don't have to listen to me. Allow, whenever you have that feeling of you're meditating, you're doing very well, please keep going. You don't have to listen to me. You can come back and listen later. Because the days that we have a good meditation, they're actually very rare when you feel like you want to keep going. If it happens more often, okay, then allow yourself to have more time. But I'm here to help everyone, both the newbies and all of you who have been practicing for a while. You know, and while late night right now is more kind of in between, I try to make it more so for those who are getting into practice. I'd like to have a day where we can have for those who know what they're doing and want to go in deeper, or at least have that opportunity to meditate together for a long period, kind of like a mini retreat. But we'll see. We'll keep in touch, and we'll try and make it happen someday. And maybe we can do it monthly or weekly. Okay, so take care, everyone. As always, it's always wonderful to see you all, and see you guys next time.